You could wake up thinking you're already dead, or watch your room stretch and shrink like a funhouse. These are 8 psychological disorders that challenge what it means to be human, explained in 10 minutes. Number 8, alien hand syndrome, when your hand has its own plans. You're buttoning your shirt. Click, click, routine muscle memory, until your left hand changes everything. It slips under your right, pops the buttons back open, then drifts toward the mug you meant to leave alone. You didn't decide that. It did. Sensation is normal, strength is normal, but intention, the quiet signal that turns want into movement, has been cut out of the loop. Alien hand syndrome is what happens when the brain's planning rooms stop talking in sync. Damage from a stroke high on the inside surface of the brain, a tumor or surgical cut near the corpus callosum, or degeneration in the supplementary motor area severs the line between I will and I did. The limb still runs as stored programs grasp, pull, pry, only now they launch without your permission. Sometimes the hands even argue. The right closes a drawer, the left reopens it. Tug of war, same body, two agendas. If this sounds like a haunting, it isn't. It's a wiring problem with a very human shape. Your motor systems are built to automate, tie laces, pour tea, type without thinking. When supervision goes offline, the autopilots keep flying. The fix, for now, is less exorcism, more strategy. People learn to coach the unruly limb the way you calm a restless child. Keep it busy. A softball to hold, a pocket to occupy, a towel to fold. Reduce temptation. No fiddly fasteners, lids, or dangling cords within easy reach. Number 7, folie à deux, shared psychotic disorder. Start with 2 people who are glued together partners, siblings, a parent, and an adult child. Shut the doors to outsiders. Now, drop in one powerful idea. They're watching us. The food is poisoned. We've been chosen. In folie à deux, one mind, the primary, births the delusion. The other, the secondary, doesn't just agree, they catch it. Hours of whispered planning, matching fear, the same news stories fold into the same narrative. Soon the whole house breathes in rhythm. Sometimes more join, folie à famille. The world outside shrinks to a chorus of, see, that proves it. From the inside, it feels like relief. Finally, someone who understands. From the outside, it's an echo chamber where every coincidence gets promoted to evidence and every doubt is treated like betrayal. The way out isn't confrontation with a megaphone, it's oxygen, gentle separation so neither person feels abandoned or punished. Sleep, meals, calm routines. The secondary often clears fastest once the rehearsal stops. The primary needs a deeper look, screen for psychosis, mood disorders, substances, and, if needed, antipsychotic medication alongside therapy. Then, widen the circle. Steady clinicians, trusted relatives, community contact. Not a pile-on, just more voices, more facts, more normal days. Number 6, Coro disorder. It comes out of nowhere, a chill, a strange pull, and suddenly you're convinced your genitals are shrinking inward, and if they disappear, you'll die. Your hands clamp down. You rush to a healer or the ER because it feels like the clock is running out. On exam, everything is usually normal. The terror lives in the meaning your brain gives a small sensation. Cold air, a muscle twitch, a normal retraction. Your mind reads it as disaster, and the alarm blares. From the inside, it feels 100% real. From the outside, the danger is the panic. People can injure themselves trying to hold things in place. What helps? Calm, not ridicule. Short term anti anxiety meds if the spike is severe. If ongoing anxiety or depression is in the background, treat that too. Number 5, dissociative identity disorder, or DID. Imagine a kid carrying more than any kid should. There isn't one you big enough for all of it, so the mind does something clever. It splits the load. One part smiles at school, one scans for danger, One holds the heavy memories so the rest can keep moving. That's DID. Not acting, not a party trick, a survival system. From the inside, it feels like time skips. You look up and hours are gone. Clothes are different. A note sits on the table in handwriting that's yours, but not. A smell, a tone, a hallway, click, and someone else inside takes the wheel. The voice changes, posture shifts, food you hate tastes fine. Even pain hits differently. It's not about being scary. It's your brain pulling the emergency lever it learned long ago. The goal isn't merge on command, it's fewer blackouts, smoother handoffs, more choice at the moment. Number 4, Alice in Wonderland Syndrome. It starts as a tiny wrongness. The hallway leans. The door seems a step farther than it was a second ago. Your hand, your own hand, shrinks to a toy, swells to a glove, flickers between both like a camera hunting focus. Edges breathe, faces ripple. The clock sprints, then limps. For a few minutes, the room and your senses stop signing the same contract. That's Alice in Wonderland syndrome. Not madness, not haunting, a brief glitch in how the brain scales size, distance, and time. It often rides with migraine. In kids, it can show up around infections like Epstein-Barr. What helps is boring, steady care. Drink water, sleep on schedule, eat on schedule. Number 3, Capgras syndrome. It hits in a moment you don't expect. You look at your partner, your mom, your best friend. The face is correct, but the feeling doesn't land. No warmth, no click of recognition. Your brain tries to explain the mismatch and grabs the simplest story. This isn't them, it's an imposter. Recognition without the emotional tag. Not stubbornness, not denial. You see it alongside conditions that shake those circuits. Psychotic disorders, dementias like Lewy body or Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, traumatic brain injury, stroke. Life gets hard fast. Care is refused because the imposter can't be trusted. Families feel accused and heartbroken. What helps? Calm structure over debate, soft lighting, consistent routines. Number 2, Cotard delusion, walking corpse syndrome. You wake up certain you don't exist. Not as a metaphor. Your brain insists you're dead. Food feels pointless because the dead don't eat. People fade to the edges. The world keeps moving while you hover, hollow, outside of it. Daily life collapses first. Skipped meals, stopped meds, isolation, neglected hygiene. The path back is concrete and careful. Rehydration, nutrition, sleep. Finally, at number 1, Ekbom syndrome. It starts with a prickle, then a crawl, then a sting that seems to move under the skin. You check, you scrub, you look again, and you're sure something is there. It feels like an infestation you can't prove away. Insects, fibers, tiny organisms burrowing or biting, even when every test comes back clean. The sensations are real, misfired nerve signals, hyperfocus on every tingle, and a pattern-hungry mind connects dots that don't belong together. People scratch and pick until they bleed, soak in harsh chemicals, or arrive with jars of specimens desperate for someone to see what they feel. It's a fixed belief welded to vivid body signals. The goal isn't to win the bug debate, it's to quiet the signals, heal the skin, and teach the brain to stand down until the alarm fades and the body finally feels like home again. Which one felt most like you? Drop it in the comments, and if this made something click, subscribe so you don't miss the next deep dive.